Love music. Live sport. First Play Friday with Ricky Neal on Rock Sport Radio.
This is Rocksport Radio across central Scotland on DAB Digital Radio, and it's Ricky right through until 1 o'clock on First Play Friday. Now, that was the first time that band had been on. That was the label, and they're actually playing in King Tut's on the 24th of February, so you should definitely go and catch him. Brilliant band. Next up, this band were on last week for the first time. This is 24 on the Run.
There was you
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio. That was 24 from Glasgow with On The Run. Another great band from Glasgow, actually. There's loads of really, really amazing bands coming out of Central Scotland right now. Now, this next band actually played them last week, and what we've realised now is we're actually getting music from all over the world now. You know, I've got a song on from New York, I've got one from Germany tonight, and this next band, I was telling some people last week that in Scotland, some people call a game of cards a game of cards, and this band are actually from Kilmarnock, and I can't say this band without sounding like I'm from Kilmarnock, so this is the Cairds and Get Enough. It's a great song.
Rock Sport Radio, Scotland's only mix of rock and sport.
everyone has lost their minds, giving up in hope and turning to fear. Are we the last hope? Are we the last hope? Are we the last hope?
You're listening to First Play Friday on Rock Sport Radio. Love music and live sport. Now that was Static Union, the last of their kind. Another great Glasgow band there, really, really good. They're actually playing in a pub called the Hug and Pint. That sounds like a good pub. You get a wee hug and a pint, so even better. The next band, this band's been on the past 3-4 weeks. This is Nicole and it's Divide. They're playing down in Cheltenham tonight. They're on a small tour over the next few weeks, so this is Before I Go by Divide.
Flashbacks race across my mind. I don't wanna die, don't wanna die.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio, and it's Ricky Neal right through until 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, that was a great band. That's Divides. They've been playing the past 3 weeks. They've been on tour. They're also on tour for about the next month, but they're playing tonight in the Frog and Fiddle. I'd love to see a wee fiddle player, a wee solo up there with them. This next band, they've grasped the market. A couple of weeks ago, they released a song called Super Bowl, and it was on the week of the Super Bowl. Now, this next song, they actually released a song on Valentine's Day, but what they've done is they actually filmed and edited it and released it all on Valentine's Day, and they were running about London giving roses to loads of people. So this is called Send in the Roses by Towers of London. You're listening to Rock Sport Radio, and it's Ricky Neal with First Play Friday right through until 1 o'clock. Now, we're going to be playing some of the best unsigned acts, and we'll also play some classic indie songs. And if you've got any songs you would like to go on, then send me a wee tweet to RocksportDAB, and I'll give you a little shout out. Remember, if you want to get in touch, you can also send your tracks in as well, in a little bio about your band. All you need to do is send an email to ricky@rocksportradio.co.uk. and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, this next band, this is the first time they've been on, and they're saying that they're a groove band from Glasgow. This is Easy.
Tell me
Bringing Me Down.
what's on your mind now. Why you always telling me he's going on and on. Crying on my shoulder, baby, now what's keeping you down? You're keeping me up all night long, no. Sun shines on the floor of your mind. keeping you down. Let me just explain how I feel. I'm worried I don't love you so. Babe, let me just explain how I feel. I don't think I love you so. Babe, let me just explain what I feel. I just think you love him more. Tell me again, was he just a friend or a one-night stand? Tell me again, was he just a friend or a one-night stand? And I can't see 'cause I have a cloud that covers my eyes. And I can't bear to see you with any other guy. Well, I'll tell you what's on my mind. I'm only trying to let you know what's going on. And I'm crying on your shoulder, baby, now. 'Cause I'm feeling so dirty. And I can't get no sleep at night. No. Let me just explain how I feel. I'm worried I don't love you so. Babe, let me just explain how I feel. I don't think I love you so. Babe, let me just explain what I feel. I just think you love me more. Let me just explain how I feel. I'm worried I don't love you so. Babe, let me just explain how I feel. I don't think I love you so. Babe, let me just explain what I feel. I just think you love him more.
Rock Sport Radio, Scotland's only mix of rock and sport.
Lost in the Milky Way, smile, the empty sky, wait for the moment a million chances may all collide. I'll be the guiding light, swim to me through stars that shine down and call to the sleeping world as they fall to earth. So here's your life, we'll find a way. We're sailing blind, but certain nothing's
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio, Love Music, Live Sport. That was the Lightning Seeds and Life of Riley. Now remember, you can get in touch through Twitter. All you need to do is text me on Twitter. It's RocksportDAB. Now for a bit of Coldplay, a couple more songs, and we'll get back onto the unsigned acts. This is Coldplay and Yellow.
On DAB Digital Radio, 24 hours a day. Rock Sport Radio.
We got 3 minutes to midnight, so drop the bomb. We had millions of ones and zeros to save the world from. We got 3 minutes to midnight, so drop the bomb. walk into a bar, trade jokes between cigars, and try to read the other scars. Like maps, showing exactly where he's been, and all the faces the others see, to feed into their little code-breaking machines. We got 3 minutes to midnight, so drop the ball. We had millions of ones and zeros to save the world from. We got 3 minutes to midnight, so drop the ball. We had pieces of shiny metal to save the world from. 2 men walking into a store, the place their father shopped before, to keep us safe and sound and warm. Ring, ring, each buying snazzy new machines, one in blue and the other green. But Daddy would have been so proud if he could see. We got 3 minutes to midnight, so drop the ball. We had millions of ones and zeros to save the world from. We got 3 minutes to midnight, so drop the ball. We had pieces of shiny metal to save the world from the new regime. Straight into your living room, sponsored sound and vision driven. All the latest news, the technical conditions, people set to overload. No breaks in transmission, messing with your thought control. Save me, 'cause I'm falling apart under fire from grace. It's such a curious thing when we're shooting each other down to space. And as the sky crashes down to the ground, don't be scared, it can be replaced. Yeah. We've got machines to fill the hole. From the new regime and straight into your living room, sponsored sound and vision driven. All the latest news, the technical conditions, people set to overload. No breaks in transmission, messing with your thought control. We got 3 minutes to midnight. We got 3 minutes to midnight.
You're listening to Ricky Neal right through until 1 o'clock, and it's First Play Friday. That was an amazing band. That's another band from down under, actually. They're from Sydney. That was the Sun Pilots and 3 Minutes to Midnight. I was going to try and be pure cool and actually try and play that from 3 Minutes to Midnight, but it'll last forever, so it just wouldn't work. Anyway, this next band, they're from Melbourne, so it just shows you the power of social media. If you want to get in touch, you can get us on Facebook. All you need to do is search Rocksport Radio. Instagram's the same, it's Rocksport Radio, and on Twitter we are Rocksport DAB. Now this next band, there's 7 of them in the band. They could start a 7-a-side football team or netball, whatever. Yeah, but this is approachable members of your local community, and this is the Millennium Queen.
What's your name and where you been? Where you come from? What's your thing? I remember it so clearly, like it come out from my dream. You were wearing ripped jeans. We were both just 17, and you showed me your tattoo that said, I'm your millennium queen. Your millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream. Your millennium queen. Your millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream. Now every time I think of you, I don't wanna see this through. You just make me feel so stupid when you did that thing you do. You were wearing ripped jeans. We were both just 17, and you showed me your tattoo that said, I'm your millennium queen. Your millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream. Your millennium queen. Your millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream. How long must I wait for you? 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 I'm your millennium queen, my millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream. Your millennium queen, my millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream. My millennium queen, my millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream. My millennium queen, my millennium queen. We were both just 17, and we're living in a dream.
My love is yours for the making. My heart is yours for the taking. Honey, if you want my love, come and get it right now. My hands are yours for the healing. My soul is yours for the stealing. Honey, if you want my love, come and get it right now. Knock, knock, knocking on your door. Baby, come out and play. I won't be standing on your front porch forever. come and get it right now. My time is yours for the wasting. My tears are yours for the tasting. Honey, if you want my love, come and get it right now. My mind is yours for the learning. My dreams are yours for the burning. Honey, if you want my love, come and get it right now. Knock, knock, knocking on your door. Baby, come out and play. I won't be standing on your front porch forever and a day. I only wanna taste your lips and float you on a cloud. Honey, if you want my love, come and get it right now. I'm not gonna wait forever. Or to get what's good for you. I'm not gonna wait forever. Or to get what's good for you. Knock, knock, knocking on your door. Baby, come out and play. I won't be standing on your front porch forever and a day. Knock, knock, knocking on your door. Baby, come out and play. I won't be standing on your front porch forever and a day. I only
You're listening to Rocksport Radio and it's Ricky right through until 1 o'clock. That was John Stamp with Knocking. That's from his new album Franklin 54. Next band, it's a band from Arbroath and it's After Party with Something I Know.
Lying awake, things should never have to be this way. Today, running for the train,
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio. It's First Play Friday right through until 1 o'clock. Now that's my featured band just come in, so they'll be in after a few tracks just after the news. But let's put a wee bit up of the Doors and People Are Strange.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down.
Love music, live sport. First Play Friday with Ricky Neal on Rock Sport Radio.
Speed I drive, you tell me it's alright. You don't mind a little pain. You say you just want me to take you for a drive. You're just like so hard to get through to you. I don't need to run over you. All you do is slow me down. I'm trying to get on the other side of town. The only souls accused of hit and run. Tire tracks all across your back. I can see you had your fun, but darling, can't you see my signals turn from green to red? And with you, I can see a traffic jam straight up ahead. You're just like so hard to get through to you. I don't need to run over you. All they do is slow me down.
listening to Rock Sport Radio, and it's Ricky right through until 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm glad to be joined by the amazing band, and this is actually the band that won the Top 40 Unsigned Acts. It was the very first Top 40 band on Unsigned, and I don't actually know if you know. Do you know the percentage that you guys actually got to win it?
Not a skivvy. No.
Right, there was about 100. I think it was about 100 bands entered the competition. Well, it wasn't a competition. I just made it up at the last minute, to be honest.
That's what I like.
You had 23% of the votes.
Really?
And there was thousands of people voted, so that's pretty amazing.
That's pretty good going, right?
And see, one of the things that... Oh, sorry, I've not even told anybody who's on the show yet. Told you I was useless at this. 100 Fables, welcome.
Hello.
So we get Lindsay, Erin and
Harris.
That's
me.
I was about to call you Hamish, because Hamish had just left.
yeah.
No, I only called you Harris about a minute ago.
That's right.
Anyway, listen, see what I really like about you is you're totally different from what's on the Scotland scene at the moment. You know, and I keep on saying, and I like Twin Atlantic, right? But every band sound like Twin Atlantic, I think, or they're trying to sound like Twin Atlantic, but yous are totally different. And I just spoke to you a minute ago. Sometimes you're pop, sometimes you're indie, sometimes you're rock pop. What would you describe yourselves as, guys?
Well, that's always a tough one for us as well, because sort of every gig and every review you get, they're always telling you, oh, sometimes you get rock, sometimes you get pop. I think the only thing we've never had is like country western or something like that.
We'll get there.
Maybe that's a direction, because country's meant to be big, coming soon.
So they say.
So I've heard there's a guy that I work with, Big Davey Doom, we call him. He loves country, he loves all this Nashville stuff, and I can't go it, to be honest. But it's going to be big.
Yeah.
Anyway. Change subject now, yeah.
Get a touch on.
So, who writes all your songs in, or is it a kind of team effort?
Yeah, it's group effort, really. We all kind of have our own strengths, and mainly writing on our instruments. I'm pretty useless at trying to work out any drum patterns, so we just it's just working to your own strengths. And our producer Mark writes with us as well, which is good. Having, I think he's like the voice of reason, so he just keeps us all in check and all making sure we're on the same path and going the same place.
Every track, you can tell they're very well produced. And I really do feel sorry for some bands. Sometimes you can see they've got a tune there, but when they send in their track, the production just isn't right. You know,
I know, it's difficult.
Your producer must just get your sound and he knows what you're wanting.
Yeah, absolutely, it really does. We're really lucky that way, because we've just got, like Lindsay was saying, it's like everything's a group effort sort of thing. We've just got an amazing team, because he also does stuff with us on like music videos, so he's got like this amazing recording equipment, amazing camera, amazing brain to work all this stuff. So, yeah, we're really lucky, man.
Aye. Listen, I wish I was actually streaming this tonight. See, once I get a wee bit of confidence, I'm going to start doing live Facebook streams.
Yeah.
But Lindsay and Erin have got amazing coloured hair. You know, one's bright blue and one's nice and white.
Mine's just...
and I think, Lindsay, every time I see you, your hair's a different colour.
Well, and I like to keep you on your toes, so I do.
But it's the look of the band as well, because it's the same colour as your logo and everything as well, isn't it? Your brand. No, it's really, really nice.
I'll have to get half pink, half blue.
That's it.
Sit in the middle of them.
So, maybe you could do that, aye. Listen, the first song we're going to be doing, it's Electric Girls and Boys, so can you tell me a wee bit about that?
Yeah, this was one of the first ones we wrote for the EP. So we wrote it through the summer when we were doing our festivals. And it's really just that celebration of just really... I'm trying not to have a bit to swear there. I just capped myself. Oop, oop, oop.
I've not even got a button for that yet.
Just a no.
That's it.
Yeah, it's one of those sort of songs. It's just kind of celebrating that any of those voices that are telling you not to do things and this is the way to live your life, you know, just throw that out the window and be you and do whatever you want to do.
Have you got any festivals lined up for this year?
We do, yeah. We're playing Kendall Collin and Williman, and there's a good few more still to be announced that we're not allowed to talk about yet, but we're really wanting to talk about those, so we'll get there eventually.
See all the bands that have come in here the past weeks, they keep on saying, we've got all this, but we can't tell you yet.
Yeah.
Still to be signed up. Anyway, this is Electric Girls and Boys by 100 Fables.
We are electric girls and boys. We are your parents' worn-out toys. The noise you can't get out of your head. That feeling of regret. Girls and boys and boys and girls and we are electric. We are electric. Boys and girls and girls and boys. We are the cheapest kind of girls. We are all the same way. We know what's wrong, but don't care what's right. Girls and boys and boys and girls and we are electric. We are electric. Boys and girls and girls and boys and we are electric. We are electric. Girls and boys and boys and girls and we are electric. We are not boys and girls and girls and boys and we are electric. We are electric. Do the voices talk to you? They can show you a thing or two. Someone's always watching you. Forget what you thought you knew. And boys and boys and girls and we are electric. We are electric. Boys and girls and girls and boys and we are electric. We are electric. Girls and boys and boys and girls and we are electric. We are not boys and girls and girls and boys and we are electric. We are electric.
You're listening to Rocksport Radio and it's Ricky right through until 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm joined with the 100 Fables. Brilliant song, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So we were just talking about the future of 100 Fables. What's happening? Is there an album coming up or anything?
There is an album. We're working on an album just now. We've just been sort of in the studio again, and we've got in the flat in Partick. That's where we do all our writing, our production, and whatever else.
What, do you all share a flat?
No.
No. We don't live together, no.
You just invade
No,
mine.
we just did, in fact, when Lindsay and Mark first moved into the flat, I was over that often when we were writing so much that neighbours was like, oh, hi, you enjoying the new flat? And I'm like, I don't actually live here. But hi, yeah, it's great, yeah.
We filmed like videos from there as well, so like for about 3 months, like the whole of our living room was just a green screen that was like handmade, just like taped all against the wall. We couldn't move it because we were trying to do all these shots. So
you're recording your album just now then? And,
Yeah.
How many songs are you planning on having on it?
Well, to be honest, we're just we want it to be ready by kind of probably middle of summer. We're aiming for, so the next month we've just set ourselves to write just as much as possible. Whether I think we're going to try and have 15 tracks that are all album worthy, and then maybe it's going to be a case of 10 tracks and 5 B-sides or 3 B-sides or bonus tracks, don't know. We'll work it out, but
So
yeah.
do you all actually just write songs like individually and then come together and see what happens?
It works like that quite a lot. I think it's always quite hard to just all sit in a room and go, write song. It's like it doesn't come that way, so a lot of time Harris will be like, oh, I've found this bass riff, can't quite work out where it's going, so then we'll sit down and Mark's like, oh, I hear this and I hear that, and it just goes from there, so it's always different.
Set up a wee Dropbox and just fire out ideas of it to each other.
Yeah.
Dropbox and things like that are amazing nowadays, aren't they? How it helps. So you've been together for about 3 or 4 years as this formation, is that right? Or 3?
2.5.
2.5,
yeah.
sorry.
So
How do you get on?
we're like best friends. It's really nice.
Speak for yourself.
I know, two guys and 2 girls. There must be some arguments there.
Do you know, we're actually alright, aren't we?
I think, to be honest, I think we're all far too chilled out. Like, we generally could never have an argument because we're too chill. And it's also like, if anyone's ever upset, we're just always like, oh my god, I'm really sorry, like, how can we fix this? We're too nice and too chill. So yeah, no, we got on really well, which is nice.
So you're actually the first band that you've been in that's got a female singer. And I think it's a brilliant. I play loads of bands with female singers, obviously, but you're the first one in. So I wanted to ask you this question: do you find it quite hard to get gigs because you're a female singer? The only reason I'm asking this is because there was a club down in Middlesbrough, I think, that actually banned female singers. What do you think about that?
I mean, obviously, there is a lot of issues still in the industry with females and everything there. We've never personally, there has been opportunities I feel like we've missed out on because there's the boys' club or there's certain things, and like, do you know what? That's fine. But I don't think we've ever struggled just because we've got females in the band. That's actually something we always love because we've got 2 girls and 2 guys. It's a more kind of unique selling point, and it's just I think there's always going to be a stigma around it, and that sucks.
Yeah.
But all you can do is just keep moving forward and keep breaking down those walls.
You know, I really do like you guys because you are doing something that's totally different. I don't actually know another band in Glasgow or Central Scotland that are doing something similar to you guys.
That's probably more what we've struggled with gig-wise, because we're not an obvious support for anyone because we are.
I don't
so
think you should be
different.
supporting anybody. I think you should be the headliner.
Well, just jump straight to it. Headline the Hydro, done.
That's it, done.
Us.
We'll phone them now. I'll be your agent, right?
Oh, thanks, thanks.
Right, next song we're going to be doing is Untold. Who wrote this one?
That's me and Mark did this one. I think this is one of our oldest songs, actually.
Yeah.
It just started from the kind of piano riff on the synth and went from there.
And this was a song that actually won you the top 40 unsigned acts as well.
There you go.
First ever. It's went crazy, and we're going to do that every month. Unfortunately, I made up this rule that you can't win it 2 months in a row, unfortunately. But you will still be on the show, and you're on mainstream. I don't know if you've heard yourself during the day, but it's great when you hear these. It's great.
Yeah, it's
really
amazing.
good.
It's
So
so cool.
this next song is Untold, and it's by 100 Fables.
When the daylight disappears and all the noises stop,
That was amazing. 100 Fables Untold, listening on Rock Sport Radio. Love music, live sport. Another great song, guys.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Really good, really good. So when can we see you live? When's your next gig?
We've got the next gig. I was going to bring you backwards there, sorry man. We've got a headline show on the 21st of April.
Right.
But if you want to see us before that, we've got some gigs coming up.
Yes, on the 19th of March at Nice and Sleazy's.
Oh, nice. It's nice in there. And sleazy. I'm only kidding. It's good in there. It's good place for a gig, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
So where else have you got?
Where else? We are in May. We're playing the Garage, which will be really good fun.
Excellent.
And then June, July, August, that's into festival season. So I think we've got a gig pretty much every weekend of the whole summer. So having good fun on the road.
It was funny you were telling me you actually all drive to the gigs. I find that amazing.
I know.
Nothing wrong with being sober and driving, but
This is the thing, they give us riders and they're like, oh, here's your crate of beer, and then just all our friends drink it, or like our
Yeah.
manager or something.
We're
We're
getting the
"Thanks,
gig
man."
bag to take home with
Yeah.
us.
so you need to give me a shout when you're doing a gig then. I'll come and hold your beer.
Yeah.
Come help us out. Cheers, we appreciate that.
So as I was saying earlier on, your music is very, very different, and every song it's got its own unique kind of genre or feel about it. You know, who are your influences, Erin?
My influences was always type of acoustic. So like
Right.
Katie Tunstall, I used to be obsessed with her. But now it's more bands like Kasabian and The Killers and Catfish and the Bottlemen. So I'm a bit all over
That's
the place.
quite mixed as well, and I love the Killers, by the way. One
Yeah.
of my favourite bands.
We're
I'd
all
love to
big
go and see
fans
them
of
at
the
Transmit.
Killers.
I love them. Lindsay?
We share the Killers in common, but I've got probably more of a love for the 70s, 80s vibe. So I love Blondie and Prince and David Bowie, Cars, Talking Heads. But modern ones as well. Obviously, Killers, love Paramore as well. There's loads of good bands out these days too. So
Actually, I was going to say you've got a kind of that blondie look about you, even the eye makeup and all that, you know. But
Oh, thank you.
She is amazing. I play quite a lot of her tracks on here. Harris,
Just now for me, it's just Talking Heads, man. I just love what they do live, and they've always got really cool kind of grooves going on, you know, and like nice guitar over the top. It's all Talking Heads for me.
do you think sometimes some of your influences come through your music?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I think we were talking about this the other day. We're like, do you think we can actually invent new music, or has everything been done and now it's just like a new form of it and a new kind of passage of it? But yeah, definitely, like, it was obviously that's what we've listened to growing up, and there's even things like that I wouldn't even relate to now that maybe my parents had played as a record when I was younger, or just anything you end up linking back to, and that kind of comes out too. It's crazy where you're.
Do you know what? It's quite funny what you said there about there comes a limit where is there going to come a time where no more songs can be written, if you know what I mean? Because
I know. Like, it's all been done.
It's all been done. Because I actually said to a band a couple of weeks ago, imagine you could go back in time and steal somebody's song.
Yeah.
Who would you? What song would you steal?
That's a good question.
And why?
That's such a good question.
Do you know what one I would? And I actually thought about an answer after this. I would have stole like somebody's Christmas song, because that's all you'd need, and
That's
then
true.
you'd be loaded.
I was going to say Happy Birthday, yeah.
Royalties.
'Cause, yeah, you'd be sorted.
To be honest, actually, I think we're looking at this the other day, and the Killers' "Mr. Brightside" is, I think it's second most played after like "Happy Birthday" or something like that. It's absolutely, it's something as crazy as that. It's up there.
Do you know what?
So
I'm actually
that too.
gutted because Mr. Brightside's been banned for karaoke, and that is my karaoke song.
Oh, no way.
How can they ban that song for karaoke?
You're just going to have to do Happy Birthday now.
I know. I don't know if I'd get the same response. Saying that, I'm not a good singer. I always say I'm not a singer, I'm an entertainer. Well, I think I'm no bad after a few drinks. So, what's your kind of dream? What would you love to be able to do? You know, are you happy with the way it's going just now, or do you want to make it really, really big and
Oh God, yeah.
tours, everything?
We just, to be honest, like I just want to be in the road like my whole life. I want to travel, I want to see the world, and I want to do that while playing stadiums and arenas and doing it with music.
Yeah,
That's a dream. And of course, there's kind of milestones to it. Would want to go, like playing like
Glastonbury,
yeah, playing over in America, like Madison Square Garden or something. That'd
Amazing,
be really
yeah.
cool. Like, there's loads and loads of places we'd love to help.
When did you get involved in like music? Like what age?
9.
9?
Yeah. Aye.
I think it was 9 for me.
When's it?
I grew up in quite a musical family, so like my parents met being in a band together, so I
wow.
pretty much have been surrounded by music since I came out.
Oh, well.
I've only really been involved in music since I was like 17. Just one of my friends one day was like, "Do you want to join a band?" I was like, I don't play any instruments or that. And then I just got into it, and now I'm here, having fun.
It's amazing how people get involved in bands. I can remember my first ever band I got involved in, it was, you know how Tony Hawk's, the skateboardist?
Yeah.
He used to actually do his own music for his videos, and the videos were just like a guy on with a camcorder running about, and he would do these songs. So me and a couple of my mates, we were all skateboarders. I was the only one that could play anything. I could play the keyboards, but the guitarist was just getting lessons. The drummer didn't even have a drum kit. He was using like chairs and stuff like that. And the bass player, he was the same. He was just, but you know, we ended up going on for a few years, and it's great, isn't it, being in a band?
Yeah.
You know, it's some stuff. Listen, I really appreciate you guys coming on, because I know you're dead busy and you're gigging most weekends. Starting over the next few weeks, so you're practicing, you're in the recording studio, you know. So, and you're the best top 40 unsigned act as well for this month.
Yay.
So I really appreciate you coming on. Next track, this is the last track, unfortunately for you guys, and it's Joy. Who wants to tell me about this one, Harris? You've no told anything about songs yet.
I don't know nothing about nothing. That's why I don't say anything. This was another one that we all kind of had a bit of a group effort about, and well, Lindsay, you always come up with the lyrics, so
I do.
You know, it's hard for me to kind of tell her story.
Joy is probably quite ironic because there's not much joyful about it. It's more to do, it's just when you're with that person and you realise you're probably causing more harm than good, and sometimes you just fall out of love with someone and you can't understand why or know why. It just happens.
Just happens, aye.
And the consequences can suck.
Was this a true story, aye?
Emotional memory.
What comes first for you? Is it lyrics or the tune?
Do you know, it just sort of depends on who's started it, I guess. You know, back to that kind of Dropbox idea, sometimes Chris will phone me and be like, "I've got a synth idea, I've got a drum idea," or I'll message Erin and be like, "Can you put some over the top of this?" So just kind of depends what comes first, the chicken or the egg. I don't know, just whoever starts it.
I always like to ask that one, because you know, it's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm one of those, you should see my notes on my phone, because I'm just walking down the street and I can just think of something, and just all my notes is just lyric ideas. I think I've got about 2,500 notes on my phone right now of just stuff that's been in my head. So half the time I'll hear a tune and I'll be like, hang on, I remember 4 months and 3 days ago I wrote some words that could really go well with this, and I'll scroll back through and find them. So
that's impressive. It was funny, I had one of the guys bands in Echo Arcadia, and the guy Lee who writes a lot of their songs, he's saying, you know, I've got all these fancy nice leather bound books that I'd love to write all my notes in, but I write all my songs on the phone.
I know,
you know?
it's just something easier about it. I don't know why.
Just things have changed there. Anyway, listen, I really appreciate you coming on, because you've definitely got a bright future. This is Joy by 100 Fables, so thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
If love is
love music, live sport. This is Rock Sport Radio.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio. It's Ricky right through until 1 o'clock in the morning with First Play Friday. That was 100 Fables that were in earlier on. An amazing band, excellent band. Next band up, we've got Anchor Lane with Cog in the Wheel.
Cog shark in the whale. What could I be? Soldier of fate. I'm a star, human, a shark in a whale. What could be? A soldier on fail.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio, and that was Anchor Lane and Cog in the Wheel, and just before that was a Capaldo's and What Are These Kisses. Next up from the Midlands, we've got Glory Fades, At It Again. Remember, if you want to get in touch, if you want to send your tracks in, all you need to do is send your track to ricky@rocksportradio.co.uk, or you can get in touch via Twitter. It's RocksportDAB. This is Glory Fades, At It Again.
Run it again, and you cannot sit still. This is the end. What a boring end it's been. You get tired of him, and looking through the window. This is where it begins. Get out of town somewhere you don't know.
Follow us on Twitter. Search for Rock Sport DAB.
Walking the streets at night mustn't be good for your health. Trying to pick a fight with yourself. It's safe to say you're just like everyone. Wash it away, this evil, permanent stains. You're free now. Your wandering eyes come back to me, haunted by your frequent history. Hold on, I know you don't want me around. This can see it, 'cause I'm on the wrong side of town. But I'm on my way. None of your friends can feel it. I know you don't want me around. 'Cause hearing that I is dead is arguably the safest place that I would ever wanna be. I miss my choice. I'm good. A fabulous flick of the wrist. It's magic. A stream of your colorful tears is tragic. It's amazing that you care. You've been saying that, oh yeah. Hold on, feel it. I know you don't want me around. This can see it, 'cause I'm on the wrong side of town. But I'm on my way. So none of your fears can feel it. I know you don't want me around. Can you feel it? I know you don't want me around. This can see it, 'cause I'm on the wrong side of town. But I'm on my way. So none of your fears can feel it. I know you don't want me around.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio and it's Ricky right through until 1 o'clock in the morning. That last band, I don't think they actually need an intro. They've got such an amazing sound. That was Indigo Velvet and Mona. Next band are just as good. This is St. Phoenix with Magic.
How did we get so low? We started so high, now we can't let go. Pavements were turned to gold. Now I see ghosts everywhere I go. I built it up, thought I was lost. I'm moving on, you are the demon of my game. Can't take the heat, thought I was young. More on the come, all of the things I used to hate. Rest in peace, the man I used to be. I feel the magic, it burns in the air. I see
I spend my life just wasting time, looking for a reason so I can say rest in peace, the man I used to be.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio. Another amazing track there by St. Phoenix, and that was Magic. Now we're heading up to Inverness for Silver Coast and Taking Chances. You're listening to Rock Sport Radio. It's First Play Friday right through until 1 o'clock in the morning. That was Silver Coast and Taking Chances. Now we're actually changing course because we're heading over to New York, and this is Liz Zaro with Take Me Home.
Take that chance and don't let go. Set out for royalty, not knowing what I'd see. Waiting for no one to take me home. Tread through the thickest green, I feel it inside of me. River is flowing to take me home. Beast inside eating me alive, and I won't give up until the day I die. And every angel knows that under the fold there's something that can fly. Better take that chance and don't let go. Catch me if you can, you'll know. Take me home. Take me Watch as I take a hold. The mountains become my gold. The oceans, my heaven. This is my home. Beast inside eating me alive, and I won't give up until the day I die. And every angel knows that under the fold there's something that can fly. Better take that chance and don't
Love music, live sport. First Play Friday with Ricky Neal on Rock Sport Radio.
Crawling back to see the last thing you know. All she wrote. Oh, you're giving me keeps me hanging on, hanging on, hanging on for the, hanging on for the, hanging on for the right time, hanging on for the, hanging on for the, hanging on for the, hanging on. When you waited to come on, hanging on, what's never said is all that you know, trying to let it show. Days that slip away, they gravel rolling with the stones. Can you hear it come? Hanging on for the, hanging on for the, hanging on for the thrill of it. Hanging on for the, hanging on for the, hanging on for the, hanging on. When you waited to come on, all that comes, all that comes, all that comes. Hanging on, hanging on. Forgive yourself. Done what's never
You're listening to Rick and Neil on First Play Friday. It's Rock Sport Radio right through until 1 o'clock, and we're broadcasting across central Scotland on DAB Digital Radio. You can also catch us online at the website, which is www.rocksportradio.co.uk. Now, that last band that we're on, that was the first time they've actually been on. That's the Nose, they're called. Did you spell it the Nowes with Hanging On? They formed back in 2015 when the guy, Philippe Clemency, actually started trying to get the band together, and over the past couple of years they've actually formed a band. But amazing band. I really love the wee bits of piano in that song. Next up, this is another new band. This is Seaside Sun and Love Shines On.
She likes to build you up, then shoot you
You're listening to First Play Friday and it's Ricky Neal right through until 1 o'clock in the morning on Rock Sport Radio. That was another new band there, that was Seaside Sons from Air with Luz Shines On. Now if you want to be part of this, all you need to do is send a track and a little bio about yourself to ricky@rocksportradio.co.uk. And what we do at the end of every month, in fact next Friday, we're going to be doing the top 40 unsigned acts again of the month of February. So if you've appeared on the show in February, then what we do is we do a thing called the social vote, and we get everybody, all the listeners to vote, and whoever wins, what they get is a full month of added to the main playlist, which is amazing. You know, you'll hear your song on a daily basis, which is brilliant. Next band, with the power of social media again, you can contact us on things like Facebook if you just search for Rock Sport Radio. This band actually got in touch and they're from Memphis. This is with Bravado and All Our Friends.
There is a girl I love, and we get closer every day, and in this way we found love to be the only thing to stay. There is a place where we'll be, I know a place where we can fall, and in this way we will be closer, though at first we may feel small. All of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and I don't know what to say.
There is a boy in this world, unaccountable and free, and in his heart he feels alive, but there's a vacancy inside. There is a place where he'll be, I know a place I saw him fall, and in this way he found love to be the only thing at all.
All of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and I don't know what to say. There is a girl I love, and we get closer every day, and in this way we found love to be the only thing to stay. All of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and half the world will say, all of our friends have gone away, and I don't know what to say. I know our love is here to stay, but all the world will say, I know our love is here to stay, but I don't know what to say.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio, and that was with Bravado from Memphis on All of Our Friends. That was an amazing song. Now remember, you can listen to all of our podcasts, etc. They're on the website. All you need to do is go to www.rocksportradio.co.uk, and that means you can listen to any of the interviews that you've heard during the week, or any of the specialist shows like Talking Football, Just the Juniors, etc. Let's Hear It for the Girls. There's loads, and you really need to get them downloaded if you've missed them, especially tonight's show. Just the Juniors is a brilliant show with Gary and Bill. I think they actually need to extend. I think they need a few more hours. They could barely fit everything in tonight because they've got so much content for the junior football over here, which is amazing. Next band, they were on last week for the first time. This is the Thinking Men, and I think this band's brilliant. I said the guy sounded a bit like Meatloaf last week. This song is quite funny because as Shaggy Burns was leaving, he said, "I want to be good tonight. I want to stay in. I'm not going out with you, Alex. I'm not going for a beer." But this song's called "I Want to Be Good." I wonder if Shaggy was good tonight, or if I wonder if he went home. Anyway, this is the Thinking Men, and I Want to Be Good.
Of mankind, all with an unfriendly voice, love and hate to us alike. Walk through the streets of this desolate land with temptation and desire into my hands. Accusers of mankind, all with an unfriendly voice, love and hate to us all. We walk through the streets of this desolate land, presentation and desire into our hands. Make a heaven of hell.
Want rock? You love sport? Then you need Rock Sport.
Save that drink for later, cause you're spilling it all over yourself. If you've got 20 cigarettes and you're swimming and you're dead, then you must know it can't be good for your health. You can save that joke for later, cause you only find it funny yourself. Get a few more down, then you stumble uptown again. You made me go, whoa, this night is going too slow. Said you wanted some more. Smile for later, your intentions don't suit me. But what's behind is a one of a kind, so nowhere else that you can be. You can save your change for later, or maybe buy another drink. But the laughter didn't last, so the whole night was a disaster. Now there's vomit in the kitchen sink. You could say you were the instigator that caused all of the trouble tonight. You said you didn't cause it, but you know you did because it almost ended up with us in a fight. I wouldn't say much more for later, cause you're wasting your time on me. I wouldn't wait a minute if you've any more, just spin it, cause we haven't got much time if you see. You made me go, whoa, this night is going too slow. You said you wanted some more, but will you make it to your door? There's a 7-seater outside, get the driver on your good side. Then you'll listen to your friend cry and ask the driver for a free ride. There's a 7-seater outside, get the driver on your good side. Then you'll listen to your friend cry and ask the driver for a free ride.
This is Rocksport Radio, and that was the Patrons. Will you make it back? The Patrons from sunny Grangemouth, and they're actually playing in King Tut's on February 24th. So get yourselves over to King Tut's, get your tickets. You can get your tickets from King Tut's. So amazing band. Next band, this is another first. This is a band from Dunfermline, and this is Dancing on Tables. It's a thing that Scottish people do when they're drunk at the end of the night. They always seem to get up on the tables and dance. And then it only lasts about 2 minutes, and then the bouncers come in and tell them to get off. But this is Dancing on the Tables with Missing.
Looking back at you, I remember what we used to do, and I would never see your point of view, even if I really needed to. And it's hard and I miss when you speak to me, and the words that you sing echo in my ear. Now my phone never rings and I need you to say, why won't you come over? Looking at it now, if only we had compromised somehow, and the way we used to scream and shout,
What the hell was that thing all about? Oh, and it's hard and I miss when you speak to me, and the words that you sing echo in my ear. Now my phone never rings and I need you to say, why won't you come over? And it's hard for you, and it's hard for me, and we think too much. It should be so easy, and it's hard for you, and it's hard for me, and we think too much. It should be so easy. How am I gonna get through this? Give anything for someone you miss. How am I gonna get through this? Give anything for someone you miss.
This is Rocksport Radio and it's First Play Friday with Ricky Neal right through until 1 o'clock in the morning, playing some of the best unsigned bands, and some other bands will get their first ever radio play, which is amazing. I think we're probably one of the only stations covering Central Scotland that are actually doing this kind of thing. Now earlier on we had the 100 Fables on, and next we've actually got the Fables on, so totally different band but also from Glasgow. I love this video, you should check this video out on YouTube. I'm sure it's a bucket bottle on disguise, but this guy seems to be kicking about Glasgow with this bottle, but it's a very, very good funny video. This is the Fables and Rock and Roll Town.
Give
love music, live sport. This is Rock Sport Radio.
Girl, you're looking lonely. I can tell from staring in your eyes. And you've been looking at me. Girl, don't go giving me no lies, lies, lies. And it's crazy that you have no one to talk to tonight. So come on, lady. Let's get together, we can make that right. Please don't fail me now. I'm lost in the crowd. I'm dying to tell you something. Heat don't burn me up now. I'm lost in the sounds. I'm dying to feel your loving. And it's crazy that you had no one to dance with tonight. So come on, lady, let's get together, we can make that right. Please don't fail me now. I'm lost in the crowd. I'm dying to tell you something. Heat don't burn me up now. I'm lost in the sounds. I'm dying to feel your loving.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio. That was the first that band's been on. That's the Romantics with In the Night. That's an excellent song. I really enjoyed that. Next band, this is another new band. This is actually a duet. This is Ellie and Christina, and this is Running to the Night, and it's Devil's Rhythm. This is a first play actually as well, so another first play, first time you can hear this song.
My desires running wild, making waves, starting fires. The devil's rhythm, it says it all. Free your mind, sell your soul. The devil's rhythm says it all. They're never gonna let us rise till we're dead. Be your curse, your greatest sin. Baptized by the river.
This is Rocksport Radio across Central Scotland and DAB Digital Radio coast to coast. Remember, you can also listen live online at the website. It's rocksportradio.co.uk. And we're now on the TuneIn app, etc. for your phone, so just tune in any way you want. Really good band, I really enjoyed that. That was the first ever time they've had any airplay. Just a duet as well. Really good sound considering there's just two of them. Next band, this is another first time they've been on the show, and this is actually a solo project. This is Fallen Arches and Burn Bright. Over the next couple of weeks we're going to actually be doing some unsigned acoustic sessions as well, so keep your ears out for that. But this is Fallen Arches and Burn Bright.
Talking my lungs, I try my best to catch your attention. Shouting out all these words and a vain hope that you'll like them. Then I catch that glint in your eye as you try to tap along. Won't be long till you're singing along to the chorus. You come over with your mouth already dressed, spouting out words of wisdom, telling me how you used to play and how you were the greatest. You don't know, you don't care what you're saying to me. You don't know, you don't care what you're saying to me. I'm not listening. These lights, they burn bright for everyone to know, one at all. These lights, they burn bright for everyone to know, one at all. I know I'm meant for better. I know I'm meant for These lights, they burn bright for everyone to know, one at all.
This is Rock Sport Radio.
Think I've got some news for you. It's never sweet to think of you
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio, and it's Ricky Neal right through until 1 o'clock in the morning. Playing some of the best unsigned acts right up until 12, and then we've got a mixture of tunes right after 12. If you want to send a text in, all you need to do is text the word Rock Sport and then your message and your name to 60777, or you can tweet me at RockSportDAB. Now, the next band is actually the last band I played with. The drummer of this band, he's actually in this band now, and I know Willie the drummer, he's an amazing drummer. Drummers aren't musicians, that's right, I'm only kidding. Listen, I've listened to this band's full album, and see if you put kind of Dire Straits, Chris Rea, Pink Floyd, I can imagine this is where all their influences are coming from. This is an amazing song. This is Set Them Free by Cataran. You're listening to Rock Sport Radio and it's First Play Friday. That was Cataran and Set Them Free. Now I was only joking about the thing I said about drummers. Of course they're musicians, very talented musicians. Have you ever tried playing the drums? I can't do more than two things. Well, I can't do more than one thing at once. Anyway, listen, the next band, this guy's been on for the past couple of weeks. This is Michael Kilby from London and I Was Waiting. Great track.
I don't feel scared. I won't give up. Your glass is fake. Too late, I found out. Bursting in a bubble without any air to get out. You're so reliable, fighting in a corner without any place to get off. You're so soothing. I still see light. Oh, it always happens to be endearing when I'm fearing. The moon's in the parlor. She lights up the tree. And I smile. Bursting in a bubble without any space for your eyes. So acrobatic, I'm fighting like the dreamer who blinded the sun with his eyes. You don't believe me now, what you do with a bullet, but it wouldn't get trapped in your mind. You're two-dimensional, hiding in a corner without any place to go.
You're listening to Rock Sport Radio and that was Michael Kilby was I Was Waiting. Now remember, if you want to be part of this, all you need to do is send a bio and some of your tracks to ricky@rocksportradio.co.uk. And I spell my name a funny way, it's R-I-C-K-I. George always winds me up about this, so it's ricky@rocksportradio.co.uk, or even send me a tweet at rocksportdab. Now the next band, they say they're the hardest rocking band in Newton Hill. I must be the only band in Newton Hill. It's quite a small place, I think. Anyway, this is the first time they've been on the show, and this is the Particulars, Familiar Machines.
I've broken out of this chamber, this Nocturnal. Your subliminal confidant behind the lines. Embrace this shoulder to cry to let the Trojans in and serenity die. I'll open up all your cravings and prey on your damned impatience. Self-obsession, I'll enjoy the show. In the moonlight, I lose my inhibitions and confide to streamline my thoughts that got me through to true light. In the moonlight, I lose my inhibitions to come to tide. In the meantime, my hope will turn off the sun. Nocturnal.
Love music, live sport. First Play Friday with Ricky Neal on Rock Sport Radio.